alongside Emily and Sarah to give you guys these thrilling performances. But before that, let's introduce our judges. Yeah.
So I'm really proud to introduce Savannah and Kavish, which are our CEOs and judges for tonight's performance. They really work well behind the scenes, so. So, would you guys like to say a few words before we start?
Yeah, guys, so I'm going to start off by just informing you a little bit about what BoomCube is. As you know, it's an iPhone case, which is made for the 5 and 5S. It is supposed to amplify the inbuilt speakers in your phone, and we offer it in these 4 color options, as you can see. This is because we support a charity called Little Kids Rock in New Jersey that supports and encourages music education in public schools. Furthermore, along the process, along the business, we did community service by visiting Friends of the Homeless, and the entire idea and that we're planning to sell through this business is a music sharing experience that creates community and encourages a social experience.
As the CEOs, we were responsible for the overall learning experience of the team and keeping everyone on track with our goals and accomplishments. In order to do that, we had to keep careful track of what we needed to do in terms of sales and keep everyone motivated and make sure that we were always seeing how we could encourage collaboration in our company and keep everyone motivated and also monitor the progress as we went along and make sure that everyone had an awesome learning experience and achieved our goals.
Yeah, well, I'm certainly really excited. So our first performance...
Oh, hold on. I really got to get this off my chest. I've been holding this in for so long. I need to get it out there. I got to spread the love a little bit,
okay,
you know?
Okay.
Sorry, everyone. I'm real sorry. Just had to do that.
Yeah, why did you do that again?
Well, I mean, we never really talked about our duties. You know, as part of HR, you really got to be quick on your toes. You got to think of random stuff. You got to be able to think on split-second decisions, just like with meetings or problems that might arise with the team.
Yeah, that's true. That was a really cute performance, and you know, HR really respects our differences. So, HR, me and Pat worked really hard to make sure that the team was really happy all the time. There's a lot of responsibilities that came with that, such as communication being key to our success, using GroupMe, emails, and phone numbers to communicate with everyone, make sure all the departments were communicating with each other. As well as doing organized meeting times and making sure everything was productive and on track. Not to mention doing, obviously, team bonding so we could become closer as a team. And overall, I think everyone is really happy with everything that we've done in FME so far.
So our first performance of the night is by the marketing department, singing their own rendition of Do You Want to Build a Snowman from Frozen, called Do You Want to Market BoomCube? So, without further ado. So guys, why'd you guys want to do a duet?
Well, as you know, marketing isn't a one-man job, so we figured we would collaborate to write this song, perform, and practice, so it really show what we did all throughout this year, working with every department.
All right, well, the floor is yours.
Okay. Do you want to market BoomCube? Come on, it's not that hard. We need to make advertisements and videos.
Marketing is so fun.
We used to have all colors, but now we don't. I wish we could tell you why.
Do you want to buy a BoomCube? It has to be a red BoomCube.
Do you want to market BoomCube? We help with social media.
I think a tweet is really overdue. We stopped talking to our flowers on the mall.
It gets really frustrating, all these empty walls with no BoomCube ads.
Catherine, please, I know you need help. People are asking about the case. They say I want black, but we don't have it.
Just let's cause market, just let them know we only have red and white.
Does Jill think that's okay?
Do you want to buy a BoomCube? We really want to sell a BoomCube.
Wonderful! That brought tears to my eyes, literally. So, judges, do you guys have any questions? Step on over here.
I do. How did you guys incorporate ETNA into your performance?
Well, we really have to try a lot of stuff with marketing. Like, we tried the red morph suit, we tried different posters and videos, and we realized marketing is really tough, so we wanted to make sure we were having fun while we were doing it.
Following up from that, what was the main thing that you learned?
Well, we learned that we have to make the most of all the resources that we have. We were put in a lot of situations where we couldn't get more than we had. Like, we had a tight budget, we only had 2 colors, but we were creative, we thought on our feet, and we were able to have a good time with it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, that was truly amazing. Next up, we have Finance and Domestic Ops performing the spoken word, and their collaboration as 2 departments really shows what they've been working together throughout the years. Me and Pat are really excited for some stories. Come on down. My first question is, what were your major ups and downs throughout your process?
So I guess the major high point when you're working in finance is getting to deal a lot with numbers. We work a lot doing the same things over and over, and we hope that our performance can really encapsulate just how riveting our work is in the finance department.
Awesome.
It is, actually.
So, my low point would be definitely all the struggles our team faced with inventory coming a month late, being restricted to 2 colors, having to turn it into 4 was a headache for me personally. And I think our presentation will show that our job's not the most exciting thing, because lots of it is just doing the same thing over and over and over. But it's rewarding.
Awesome.
The floor is yours.
This is the story of finance in BoomCube. It started with pro forma, and everything that would come down to. By myself in finance, we had to make sure I wouldn't cheat. So I spent a ton of time with Brandon crafting the best receipt. I created projections and the inventory was ordered. Then sales started and were all recorded. Looking at projections, I saw that things went bad. Seeing those missed benchmarks made me really sad. Little did I know that worst would get worse, so the entire semester probably seemed terse. Waiting for break even was painful as well, as I tried getting everyone to sell, sell, sell. Now we're winding down and the audit's approaching. It's time to reflect as summer's encroaching. The first lesson learned was share a common goal. so that every single team member knows their role. Then, and only then, could we ensure that workload distribution is totally pure. When keeping track of finances became too matter-of-fact, I found other departments whose membership lacked. This opportunity taught me so much more than I honestly thought FME had in store. Despite all the changes in receipts and projections, I was glad to have CEOs who heard my objections. And working across disciplines helped me to see that finances matter to more people than me.
On Valentine's Day, our inventory arrived, our key to success, which we had previously been deprived. I set up a system to keep track of cases and sell them to customers, putting smiles on your faces. We tested out the system at the FME fair, but it left me and Josh in a world of despair. Receipts and cash were all over the place. We had to receive them at a much faster pace. I took the team's input on how to improve, and a couple days later, the system was in groove. We now could keep track of inventory, sales, and cash. Though through the web, we could get updates from members in a flash. Along the way, we had some snags, broken cases, missing receipts, and lost cereal tags. But all in all, we accomplished our mission, surpassing break-even with profit in addition. Because we are BoomCube, a team with much class, an amazing group of people who kicked major butt.
Okay, judges, do you have anything to say?
I have a question. What recommendations would you guys have for future performers?
So, in my opinion, I would say, don't worry so much about like your label role or like VP of whatever, HR. Just do what you're good at, and I feel like you'll be a lot happier instead of feeling so stuck in your position. So I would say just do it and see where the company goes from there.
Definitely. When I stopped thinking of myself as just the numbers guy or just the finance guy, like, yeah, I did everything that's up there, but I also decided to go beyond that and work with other departments, and that's why I found I learned more. So definitely don't feel constrained by what your title is.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys.
All right, great job, guys. So our next performance is by the IT department, dancing to Michael Jackson's Thriller. Woo! Yeah. So I just have a quick question for you guys. How'd you guys meet?
Well, to be honest, we had been working in the same company for a couple months now, and then we suddenly realized that we were at the same website. It's called findyourtechlover.com.
Find your lover today.
All right. Well, the floor is yours.
Thank you.
Take over.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so I have a question about why did you choose this song?
Well, we picked Thriller because although we knew a lot about IT and social media, we never ran our own website, our own social media site. So it was basically a thriller. It was a new experience for us, and we thoroughly enjoyed learning about IT.
I have another question. How can you guys relate Michael Jackson and BoomCube?
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, here's the thing. Michael Jackson is a great performer, but we all know he had a lot of trouble behind the scenes. For us, I think it's the whole team. Even though we had a great team and we managed to pull the best performances we could, especially in the big events, we also did have some troubles behind the scenes. So we had to manage, but I think we did a really good job at that.
And what was your greatest challenge at the end of all of this?
I think for the website, in terms of was really big